This is a grain. Wheat, barley. You can sow the seed in winter and in spring it'll come up. My dog loves it. February, March time frame. It's great foliage. It's easy. It grows until it dries out in the early summer or late spring. And then you can pull it up and chop it up and use it as mulch in your garden. And so another great idea, something easy to grow, propagates itself, and I like it. Hi, welcome to New Victory Gardening. It's Michael and my dog Tiger today. Glad to see you, glad to have you back, glad to be seen. I hope everybody's doing well. Today, simple quick video, kind of preparing for something for season 2. And so I've been piecing things together. If you noticed in the last video, pieced together some winter crops like garlic, pieced together fixing my tiller and maintaining that, and also piecing together planting a crop that helps you. So there's a concept, it's called permaculture. I don't know if folks have heard of that or know what that is, but the idea I think is older than the concept in terms of being permaculture. But anyway, it's using your land and bringing things in balance so that you can produce what you need to grow each and every year, and it's more in a cycle. It reduces what you have to buy and add because you're processing things using natural systems. And then that's where your fertilizer comes from. You keep seed, so that's where your seed comes from. You know, you get to a point to where you're able to just produce what you need all in your own space. And so the kitchen composter was a part of that because kitchen composter in combination with a worm bed, I think would be a very effective way to make a fertilizer that you can use all summer long. And that's a great fertilizer. And then here I'm gonna plant today some barley. So I've been planting cereal grains and keeping them and incorporating them. They work really great if you have chickens, and for us here in the off season, you can grow wheat, barley, triticale, oats. I've grown all of them, and you can use that, right? So you could just chop it the way it is and throw it over, and chickens love it. They go through it, peck it out. It helps make the bottoms of their beds. They like to get the seeds, so it cuts down on some of your feed cost. For me in the garden, I get it and grow it, use it to keep the soil conditioned and broken up. And I'll usually cut it down and till it in or chop it in. Or I'll cut it and I'll chop it up and use it as mulch. And so today, I wanted to add an option using a special one that I got. It's called Streaker. The reason why it's called Streaker is because y'all heard this concept called streaking, where people as a joke run, through some public place naked or like wearing shoes only or something. They used to do it. I think now if you did that, you'd probably end up in jail with a tag pinned on you for the rest of your life. But back in the day, for folks who remember and know, it was done in light spirit and for fun. And the reason why this is called Streaker is because it's Hulless. So it's supposed to be one of those barleys you can bounce right off of the plant when it's done, and you don't have to mill a hull off of it. You can actually just grind it up and use it as a flour right the way it is. And so if I could get that and get it to work in the garden, that'll be cool, right? Because maybe I have an option of using some grain if I want to. I could use the hay that comes from it. I could use the plants that come, as compost or as mulch. And it'll be something I can grow in the off season to keep my soil conditioned. You see where I'm going with this. It just adds to that big picture of resilient gardening. And it's also easy. You plant it in the winter rains get it started. It grows into the spring, dries out, and then once it's dry, you can pull it up and do what you need to do. It's really easy to pull up and really easy to chop. And so here I'm planting it in just to give it a test. Can y'all help me? I got these animals, you see how they are? They just love whatever it is you're doing. They'll just be right in the middle of it. It's kind of funny. I guess I should just be patient. I come from folks sometimes who aren't so patient, but my dog, your animals are gonna be in your stuff as you're trying to grow it. But for this one, it's okay. And so I'll just leave it be. My dog is sniffing the stuff as I plant it. So yeah, barley, I plan to use it later on just to help demonstrate resiliency and demonstrate how you can lower your costs some by planting some of your own mulch or planting some of your own stuff that'll be composted, planting some of your own stuff that you'll use around the garden, and it saves you from having to go to the store and buy it. And so that's streaker barley. I think it might fit several categories well and be a resilient and good crop. This one is still in development too. It's come out of Oregon. I think Oregon State was the one that was developing this one. But this seed producer got it and they offered it. And so I got a couple bags of it. Send me a message if you want to try it out. I got an extra bag. So I shipped a bag and the post office lost it. So they shipped me another bag. And I got the bag that they shipped the second time. And then the post office sorted out what it had done wrong the first time. And they sent me that bag too. So I ended up with 2 bags of this stuff when it was all said and done. So if you want to give growing grains a try, leave me a message and I will most certainly get back to you and you can give it a try. Okay, so pretty much done here. You see a light tilling of the soil. So I till about just a couple inches down, then I rake it out, throw the seed in, push the soil back over it. Real simple and straightforward, doesn't take that long. And then of course I have my watering system I have to always keep in, and so I'll place the watering system back out over it. And the way my system works is that if it gets hot and dry, the system will engage and come on. And if it stays cool and or it rains, the system won't come on. So there's a smart irrigation controller that's controlling all of this stuff. And it's geared more towards keeping the soil moisture where it should be. So I recommend that highly, but that's another video in itself. So here we are at the end. Here's a bed, that's what it starts out. I'll check back in with you all as it's growing and we'll see what we might do. Take care. Please like and subscribe. I'd love to have you along as a subscriber. All right, y'all, bye.